How's it going, everyone? Sid here. So this video that you're watching right now is actually a part of my mini course titled WordPress for Beginners, and this course was only available on Tegral's website, but now I decided, you know what, let's just release it over to YouTube, because why not? Let everyone watch it, right? So I have created a YouTube playlist with every single video of this course. First link down in the description below, go check it out. So the idea behind this course was to guide complete beginners who know nothing about WordPress, help them create their first ever website using WordPress. So yeah, happy learning.
So now suppose I want to make changes to my site. What I'll do is, I am Michael. Instead of this, let's type in I am Sid with an exclamation mark, because we like high energy. All right, go right here. Let me refresh this page and you can see I am Sid, right? This is what my site is looking like. I'm going to change this. I'm going to make it so it is content creator and professional chill guy. Yep. You can save it just like so. And if you refresh this page, you'll see right here, you know, all the changes you make. And I guess let me do one thing. We got to capitalize this chat. Now here you can give a description about yourself. I am Sid. I make WordPress content on YouTube. I write poems only, and I ride bikes in a risky manner. Yep. By bikes I mean motorbikes. Okay, I just yeah, I need to make it clear that I'm a just forget about it, okay? But yeah, you can basically change your stuffs around, right, if you wanted to. Wait. Okay, so it turns out we've got social icons in here. Where are they? Oh, these are the ones. Okay, so we can turn these into a link. We can do so. Okay, so here we've got these images as well, you know, the social icons for Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. First of all, what we're gonna do is, since everything here is full width, we're going to select all these sections in here and we're going to turn them full width. Basically, to select all the different sections, I just, clicked on one of these sections, and then I went over to the last section, shift click, and it just selects all of them. And this right here is your alignment setting, I suppose, right? And you can make things full width. So this really helps you get a better idea of what things are around. Like now you can see my social icons are showing up pretty well. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's place our links in here, right? Let's paste in our Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. links. All right, so I've got my social media links right here that I plan to use. You can simply click on any one of these images. Now, if you're wondering where I got this menu from, this is basically the document overview window, which you can toggle it on and off by clicking on this button right here. So I'm just letting you know. And yeah, once you click on a block, its block options are going to appear. Block options, you've got page settings. But anyways, let's focus in on the block options in here. For the image block, within this Block Out Blocks plugin, you can change the image's link by simply clicking on the image button. All right, clicking on this edit icon. And in here, you can simply paste in your URL. So I'm just going to type in facebook.com for my Facebook URL. All right, obviously, you would get your facebook.com/account, whatever, or your page. I don't know. You'd basically get that link. If you want this link to open in a new tab, whenever a user clicks on it, you can simply toggle this button on. And yeah, you can just leave it as it is. And now if I click on this, it's going to take you there. Okay, I guess I messed something up. My bad. Okay, let me edit this. Okay, I just typed in facebook.com. You can't do this. You got to type in https:// right? You got to do this because it's a URL. Anyways, now things have got to work. Facebook, and it's going to take you over to facebook.com. We're going to do the same thing for Twitter. I'm going to get my Twitter URL, my account URL. And by the way, if you haven't followed me on Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter. Pretty important stuff. All right, I'm going to click on this Twitter image right here. And sometimes you got to keep in mind one thing. When you're working with pre-made templates like these, you might accidentally be selecting the column and you won't be seeing the block settings for the block that you want to use, right? So make sure you open document overview and you're interacting with the block that you actually want to work with. So for image, I'm going to go within style, or not style, my bad, with an image, edit it, and paste in your URL. If you want it to open on a new tab, then you can simply toggle this button on and you can save it. Here's my Instagram Follow me on Instagram as well, because why not? I make amazing funny videos, all right? Currently, I'm making videos about Hong Thai. I plan to make an entire series about it. But yeah, that's besides the point. Let's get back here and let's select our Instagram image and let's add our link in there. Paste it, open this thing in a new tab, save it. Right, for LinkedIn, I'm just gonna leave it as it is for now. Let me just show you how things are gonna work. Right, so in here, if people want to visit my Twitter, they can simply click here and they'll be sent to my Twitter account. Here, they'll be sent to my Instagram account. Pretty cool stuff, I know. If you want to change this image here, replace it with something of your very own, then that's pretty simple as well. There's this replace button. You can simply click on replace. You can upload your photo. Now, let me find a photo of mine. Okay, update. I found a photo of mine. You can simply click on this image block right here. Click on replace. And you can open media library. Now your media library is the place where you upload every single thing, where every single thing that you upload within your WordPress site ends up right here. Anyways, what we're going to do is upload files. We're going to upload a new file. Right, I'm simply going to upload this photo that I have. There it is. Now if you've already uploaded a few images before, then you can simply select media library. You'll see all the media in here and you can select those as well. For now, let's select this. Let's click on select, and this image is a little bit too big, I'm aware. Now what you can do is you can crop this image if you want to. That's exactly what I'm going to do, chat. Open media library, and we're going to edit this image and we're going to crop it just like so. There it is. Let me just crop this as well. There it is. Apply the crop. Save edit. Select. And there it is. That's what I'm looking like. Amazing. Let me show you what it looks like in the front end. There it is. There I am. Obviously, choose a better image, I suppose, right? It's a little bit dark. I guess I realistically would not use this, but that is the only image I have, it seems. Now, one thing that I couldn't not notice is how my head is really hitting this ceiling. Right, so to fix that, what we're going to do is we're going to select this column this time. You remember how things were divided within columns, right? So yeah, we're going to be selecting this column. Let me turn this thing off and let me show you. There's like 3 different columns in here, yeah? And what we're going to do is within this column, we're going to add a padding. So padding is basically extra space that you can add within your sections. Now, if I go within advanced here by selecting the columns block, going into the block setting for the column block, I'll see the block padding option in here. Let me unlock it so that I can interact with padding for each of the 4 directions. Not direction. You know what? Directions. Why not? And yeah, we're just going to add a bit of padding up top so that my head is not hitting the ceiling. 30. Save it. And let me refresh the page and let me show you what it looks like. There it is. Much cleaner. So I like this. Now let's go ahead and let's make a few more changes. Now I'm going to show you how to do something really cool here. Now here by default, this template is using a heading to show that you've got 12 plus years of experience, 80 plus happy customers, 90 plus completed projects, 10 plus awards. Now there's different blocks within block cards, just like I said before. And one of these blocks is counters, which basically counts up to a number, right? So I'm going to drag and drop it right there. And what I'll do is, whatever font it is that we're using for this text right here, we're going to be replicating the same font here. So let's first figure out what we're using. So to figure out what font is being used, you obviously, just like I said before, click on the block. And the block I'm interacting with is the heading block right here. Go within its style and heading, typography. Let's figure out what it is using. It's using 50 font size, 600 weight, and poppins. What about the color? Color is this hex code right here. You can simply copy it. And now let's go ahead and let's replicate the same thing here. So our start number is 0 and number 12. And our suffix is plus, right? So you can see how it's counting up. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit more dynamic. It makes your site look good. Let's go within style now. For the number, we're going to change the typography. But even before we do that, we're going to be changing the color. Paste this. Typography. This was 600 for the font weight. We're using the Poppins font. And I'm pretty sure we're using 50 font size. Ow. there it is. I'm gonna click on this once again and I'm gonna save it. Let's see what it looks like. You can see it's counting up, right? So now we don't need this heading block, so we can simply select the heading block, click delete on your keyboard, and it will go away. Now we're gonna do the same thing for others as well. Now you'll see here we have got this floating thing that says add your title here. Don't worry, since we don't have a title, it's not gonna be showing up in the front end, right? So this thing will not show up there. You can see here, like, you know, it's not showing up. Let me refresh the page. Wait, let me save it first. And let me refresh it. You can see it's not showing up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to be copying this block, Control C. All right, select this heading block right here and simply hit Control V. And you'll basically be copy pasting all these blocks around, so you don't have to figure out the styling options manually once again. So select the block, Control V to paste it. And obviously, if I didn't say it, Control C to copy. Now, suppose this number was 80 plus, from what I remember. N number could be 80, right? Completed projects, let's say 120. Awards, 13, because why not? Save it. And let's see how it looks. There it is. You know, it looks more dynamic. Whenever a user visits your site new, they'll see this and they're like, damn, okay. So yeah, that's how it looks. Now, just like I said before, you can go ahead and you can edit this about me section however you want to. You can edit the text in here and it's going to reflect in the front end. All right, let me just type in something, test, right? Save it. And if I refresh, you can see, changes will be made. Now, if I want to make changes to the font, like, maybe I want the font to be a little bit bigger, then I'll simply select the paragraph block. All right, this right here is one of our blocks. Go within its styling options, typography, and yeah, if I want to suppose, increase the font size, make it bigger, I can do so, but I'm going to leave it as it is because right now it looks just fine. All right, save it. It's totally cool. This is how you would edit. Now, whenever you're interacting with different blocks, if you're actually, working alongside me, what I'll recommend you do is pause the video and just, see what different settings do. Like, here for the paragraph block within style, you've got background. So what happens when you try to give it a color? You can see background color, it works that way, right? You can move it around. You can choose a color that you like. And from in here, the next option that I would want you to kind of like, jot down is going to be the padding option. You can see when you add padding, it adds dead space and it creates this sort of separation from the border of the block to the content. So just explore different settings. A few settings here like, Z index, responsive conditions. Don't worry about those. All right, just worry about padding for now, coloring, etc. Just try to be a creative little child, okay? That's all you got to do when you're starting out. Let's go ahead and let's revert this background color to whatever it was before. Now here within my works, if you're actually creating a portfolio website, what you can do is you can just replace these with your own images. Now in here, just like I said before, you can use different images. You can simply click on replace, open the media library, and you can upload different images of yours. Now I'm going to select a few different images that I want to use here, and I'll use those. Okay, so here I've got a few of my old thumbnail photos that I'm going to use. All right, you can simply select the image, and yeah, it's going to show up right there. Now, obviously, one thing that you need to be careful of is going to be your image size. Like, here you can see the image ratio is a little bit off. But you know what? I'm going to be replacing all these images with a similar kind of orientation. So yeah, let's not even worry about it. So I guess let's go ahead. Let's replace this image as well. And while I'm at it, I'm going to be adding a few different images within my media library as well. So yeah, let me select the next image. I've uploaded a few different images in here. These are all my thumbnails that I've used for Tegrill. So I'm going to be replacing this image as well with something else from my media library. What is vibe coding? If you guys haven't watched this video, go check out this video. It's a funny video. It's on Tegrill's YouTube channel. Let's go ahead. Let's replace this with something else. Replace this with something else. Replace this thing with something else as well. Wait, which one have I not used? I guess that one? Yeah, sure. Save it. Now let's go ahead, let's refresh it, and there it is. These are some of my works, right? Since I'm creating a portfolio website. Now this one, I guess I'm gonna say the WordPress side hustle course, or let me just say the WordPress side hustle. My course, right? Z index video. Like here, I'm just placing in videos, so I don't know what I should be writing down. But anyways, you can do something similar. You know, you can place down your videos. And yeah, let me just do this. My course integral. If you guys haven't or are interested to check out my WordPress side hustle course, you may check out my WordPress side hustle course, just letting you know. And yeah, you can just edit things this way, and this will be kind of like your portfolio section, right? Let me just save it. And now with this really minimalistic template, this is all we have. I'll show you how to create a custom section now.